Hi everyone, this is Prasad, your English Fluency guide. Welcome to my channel Prasadu potnuru. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you won't miss any future video from my channel. Now, I'm going to read some questions with how many, how long, and how. Okay, how long, how many, how much. Okay, so let me start with how. Okay, how old are you? Okay, how old is your father? How old is your mother? How is your health? How is your father's health? How is your mother's health? Okay, in this way some questions you can frame and you can practice. You need to practice. Number of times you have to say again and again. Repetition is the key to success. Don't stop learning and don't think already I know this sentence, why to practice again. Okay, should not think like that. You need to practice whatever you know and whatever you don't know. Try to practice. First of all, don't neglect whatever you know. You know many sentences, but you practice, but you neglect them. You think already I knew these sentences, and you think that's not necessary, but that's really important. Repetition is the key. Number of times you have to say the same sentence or same phrase, then you will be confident. Okay, for example, how old are you? Everybody knows, we know, but we use very less time. You need to say it a number of times. Okay, the difference between native speakers of English and us, they use it number of thousands of times. They use the same phrase or same sentence. Okay, they meet many people and they use that phrase, but here we don't get that opportunity. And whenever you meet others, uh, we may not talk in English. Okay, so we tend to speak in our mother tongue. That's why we miss that opportunity. So what you have to do is, even though you know the phrases, even though you know the sentences, don't stop using them. You use them. You create that kind of situation. If nobody is there, talk to yourself or write it on the paper, whatever the sentences you know with how. Okay, write down. Now let me say some sentences with how many. Okay, how many books did you read last year? How many books did you read last year? Past simple tense. And the same sentence we can say it in the future tense. How many books will you read next year? Okay, how many books do you read every day? This is regular action, present simple tense. Next one, how much. Okay, how much do you want? How much does he want? How much money does she want? How much money do they want? Whenever the subject third person singular, he, she, it, instead of do, we have to use does. Okay, in present simple tense. In past simple tense, with every subject, did only. How much money did he want? How much money did she want? Whatever the subject may be, in the past tense, did. But in present tense, if the subject is third person singular, he, she, it, we have to use does. Okay, how much do you want? How much does he want? How much do they want? How much does she want? Okay, and the subject is third person singular, we have to use does in present simple tense. Next, with how long, let's frame some questions. How long have you been learning English? How long have you been learning English? I have been learning English for the past 20 years. Or I have been learning English since 2000. Since 2000. Okay. And in the previous class already explained when to use since and when to use for. For the period of time we have to use for. If you mention the time, then we have to use since. For example, I mentioned the time 2000. So before 2000, since. I have been learning English since 2010. For example, I don't want to mention the time, then I need to use for. I have been learning English for the last 10 years or for the last 20 years, like that. Okay, so how long have you been learning English? If you want to ask this question to some other third person, okay, how you have to use he or she or it. For example, how long how long has he been learning English? How long has he been learning English? If the subject is you, have you been? The subject is he or she, it has been. How long has she been learning English? How long how long have they been learning English? With how long we can make some questions. So what I'm saying is, don't neglect the things you know already. Don't neglect them, use them. Either use it or lose it. If you don't use them, you will tend to forget, and your confidence levels will be decreased. You feel that you don't know English, but when you practice these sentences, whatever the sentences you know, whatever the WH questions you know, practice again and again, number of times, 100 times, 1000 of times, then see your confidence levels will be increased and you feel that you know something. And with that you can learn unknown. So from known to unknown, let's practice, let's be fluent with whatever we know present, and slowly, gradually we will try to learn whatever the unknown words, unknown vocabulary, whatever is there, let's try to learn. And we need to motivate ourselves every time. Yesterday I told you, if you spend a lot of time, okay, today, and you may not get interest for tomorrow. So that is why what I did, if you don't have time, spend at least 5 minutes and take break. Again spend 5 minutes listening to podcast or watching video, English video, or whatever it is. You need to be immersed those 5 minutes. Okay, you totally should be immersed in learning. After that again take break. Okay, gradually keep increasing the time. Do like that 5 minutes. When you don't have time, 5 minutes minimum, make it a point to spend 5 minutes at least in watching or in listening or in reading or in writing, okay, or in speaking. If you follow these methods, you will never be demotivated, and you can continue and you will learn more and more. Definitely, finally you will become fluent in English. You need to believe in yourself, you need to trust. Okay, thank you all of you. See you in the next video. Until then, bye, take care.